live cap for this Wednesday, March the 3rd. It is already. We're going to talk some NBA today. We're going to talk some NHL. We've got up top Cam Ross, Picks and Parlays, newest handicapper. How's it going, Cam?
It's going, lots of ball going on. The madness is starting. The NBA is almost at the break. We're just trying to make it.
Just trying to make it. It's all we can do. We just got to stack for that dance. That's just it. And Nick Earle, how's it going? Little short notice, but thanks for filling in. You're going to be our NHL expert for today. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. Really good night in NHL last night. I went 5-0. Somehow cashed the under in the Rangers game. Like everything was hitting. It seemed like a very straightforward, easy night last night. But definitely looking really good in NHL right now, and looking to keep that streak going tonight.
That's all we can do is just let's go streaking, man. Everybody, let's go streaking. Grab a green hat.
Everybody's doing it.
All right, so we're going to start off with some NBA, then we'll do an NHL. We'll just kind of flip-flop back and forth. If any of the viewers have comments or questions, feel free to drop them in. These guys are experts, so I'm assuming that both of you can answer any question that comes your way.
Right? Hopefully.
We'll at least try to.
Exactly. That's all we can do. All right. So Cam Ross up first. We've got the Warriors playing the Trailblazers tonight. Golden State's minus 1.5 on the road, and the total's 233.5. So what are you looking at here?
Yeah, both teams are coming in playing okay. The Warriors, they've won 3 of their last 5, with the Blazers beating the Hornets last time out to correct a 4-game skid. This Blazers team is incredibly undervalued, like they are every year. Dame isn't given his credit, like he doesn't play great every night. A big thing here is Portland plays really well at home. They're 9-6 at the house this year, and they're going to want to start winning games and playing well going into the All-Star break, because they're going to try to make their way, find their seeding. A big issue with me tonight is Kelly Oubre. He's got a wrist injury. He's potentially not going to play tonight. He may play. He's a game time decision. But if he doesn't play, that takes away 15 points and 6 rebounds from a Warriors team that is very dependent on him. With the injuries of the Warriors, they're not as deep as normal. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the point. We're going to give it to the Blazers, as we think the Blazers are going to win this game outright at home for a big win.
All right. Would you sprinkle a money line here? I mean, it's only 1.5. Would this be a money line sprinkle situation?
Oh, for sure. Usually, even when a team is, if I was going to go the other way, when the number is this close, whichever team I take, I always sprinkle the money line, because if a line is this close, the Warriors are a minus 1.5. It's potential that they'll win by 1. You lose to the hook. So close lines like this, especially going with a dog, I always sprinkle the line.
Yeah, I'm the same. And if I take something on the money line, I always make sure that I bet it with the points too. Like if I'm taking you on the money line, then I'm going to take you with the points too. I don't know why I wouldn't. So there's that.
Right.
Okay, so the play is the Blazers.
Yeah.
Sprinkling the money line, taking some points. How do you feel about a total in this one?
Both teams score the ball well. They both average 114, 115 a game. They each give up over 110. So the total is in reach. But again, without Oubre, that's 15 points and 6 rebounds from one team. So that's a big deal. I probably wouldn't touch the total here, as Steph, Wardell goes crazy some nights and can't miss. Dame time, you never know when it's going to come. I probably would go under. Take a shot with the under, with Oubre possibly being out, and even if he plays, I don't expect him to be at full throttle. I would probably go under, but I'm more comfortable just going Blazers.
All right. So Blazers is your play. Old Nick's brother's disagreeing with you. He's taking the Golden State route. That's okay. That's okay. They still got to play the game, right?
Yeah,
still got to play the game. We'll
play.
We'll see what's up with that. So yeah. Oh, if you guys are just joining the chat, don't forget to give us that thumbs up. Also, we need those likes to keep us in business. We get to do a lot of free pick content, and it's kind of reliant on you guys commenting and liking our free stuff. So if you could just give us that thumbs up, we'd be stoked. All right, Nick, we're going to move to you. Talking Colorado Avalanche at the San Jose Sharks. Big old favorite, that Avalanche are minus 210, and then the total's at 6. So what do you got on this one?
I definitely like Colorado to win this game, but there's just no way I'm ever laying minus 210. I don't lay anything past 150, so forget 210. And at the puck line, I believe I saw it last at plus 120, so that's not even really enough for me on the puck line, even though I do believe this team is going to come out. They're going to be pissed, and they're going to go, and I think they can put up 5-6 goals by themselves. I'm really liking the over in this matchup, actually, because Colorado, they can score from like the best of them. And San Jose, I don't think they know what the word defense means. It means when you don't give up goals like Martin Jones does 3.7 times a game. So I definitely like the over in this matchup a lot more than any type of side or puck line or anything like that. So maybe target a team total over for Colorado if you like them as well. That's a good way to attack these big favorites, is if you think they're going to come out and they're going to win big, then like they're supposed to. Team totals could also work a lot as well, but I like the over 6 goals.
Explain team totals to me.
It's basically taking the total of the game, and basically if I'm looking to bet Colorado, and I'm thinking the game's going to go over, it's just taking San Jose scoring completely out of the mix and only focusing on how many goals Colorado scores. So I think that's
so you would make a bet that the Avalanche are going to score a finite amount of goals, like 5 goals from this team. Is that it?
I think the total is 3.5 on my site. It is 3.5 over 3.5 at minus 110. So all I would be looking for is 4 goals from them tonight. And that'll take San Jose completely out of the mix. So that's something I do like tonight. I might put a % or 2 on that, but I definitely like in the over more than anything in this match.
I never heard of that before. I mean, no, I totally know all about. I was just asking for a friend. Never mind. No, that's so cool. Okay, so I didn't know. I know we have a lot of. I'm not a hockey bettor. You guys know that. I'm still learning. I'm getting into the hockey mix. Cam, can you do that kind of stuff with the NBA, or is that just like a hockey thing?
Oh no, you can definitely do that with the NBA. It's because they base it, like he was saying, off of what a team scores versus what the other team gives up. So, a team that scores 114 points a game, the other team may give up 110. That's 112-ish at the average there. So yeah, they'll do stuff like that, and I do that sometimes. I'm a big overs guy, but yeah, the big line, like he was saying, that's just too much. It's way too much juice, and I myself was also interested in the over.
All right, excellent. Because you're a hockey guy too. You're doing well in the hockey. Craig Trapp's told me good things about you. Yeah, this. Once again, this is Cameron Ross. He's our newest handicapper on the site, and I was talking to Craig Trapp about you, and he said you've been hitting and doing really well, and he's stoked to have you on the team. So I wanted to stick you in the live cap so everyone else can kind of get to know you too. And then Nick does not cap for picks and parlays, but he's got his own show, Earle Sports Bets. You can look that up on YouTube. And him and his brother do NBA. He's hockey. His brother's NBA. They both do baseball. Tim does esports. So there's a whole mix of stuff. And they do live pods and post on TikTok and stuff too. So definitely follow. And then here's his thing at Earle Sports Bets if you want to follow on Twitter. And then just pop that same thing into YouTube to find their channel. And that's how that goes. Okay, so next game, we're going to talk about the Lakers at the Kings. I've heard that like everyone in a Lakers jersey is out for this game, which would explain why the Kings are maybe a minus. They are a minus 3.5. There's no maybe. And then the total's 223.5. So what do you got going on here, Cam?
Yeah, it seems like the three of us are going to have to play for the Lakers tonight. But the line opened at -4 for the Lakers, and it swung all the way to -3.5 for the Kings. And the biggest reason for that is no LeBron James. He's going to be out for sure. They have him listed as out till at least the 12th, so I guess he's going to take some time off. Headed into All-Star weekend. Gasol's out, COVID issues. AD's still out. He's out until at least the 19th. Kuzma is game time. Jared Dudley's game time. Caruso's game time. So, the whole Lakers team seems to be out. And the Lakers, they're off a horrible game last night. They had closed the gap against the Suns at home. And then Devin Booker, was thrown out of the game, and the Lakers still couldn't capitalize. And now their whole team's not going to play. We would go Kings here, but the Kings, no Tyrese Halliburton, no Hassan, Buddy Hield's a game time. It's iffy here. With how many players are not on the floor for the Lakers, we're going to go under in this game, as there is such a chunk percentage of points not on the floor, especially, LeBron, he leads the team in every category. He, assists, points, everything. Just like he says right here in the chat, the Lakers are basically a G League team tonight. The Lakers are not going to have anything. I just don't see a lot of points here. The winner or loser is iffy because, again, this isn't even real NBA teams, it doesn't seem like. But we're going to go under, as, nobody seems to be playing.
All right. I am going to have to agree with you. I know Tim Earle agrees with you there. We're going under 223.5 in that Laker game. All right. I like it. Oh, Tyrese Halliburton, the only Iowa State Cyclone I ever did like. Okay. So up next for you, Nick, we're going to talk Arizona, the Coyotes against the other Kings. We're double Kings today, NBA and NHL. LA is the favorite here, just minus a little old 110, and the total's 5.5. So what are we doing with this?
I really like the Coyotes in this matchup. They're playing decent right now. The only thing is Ante Ranta is in net, which is kind of concerning. But I mean, he's backup. He's okay though. But I definitely like this Arizona team. LA is coming off of back-to-back losses after a 6-game winning streak, and you got to wonder what the LA Kings right now is, now that they've lost the first 2 games after that big winning streak. Are the wheels going to come off the wagon with this team right now, and they're going to regress back to kind of where they belong in the league? Or are they going to pick it back up and get the win tonight? I like Arizona a lot with this matchup. I'm going with them, and I think I got them at a plus 100 earlier. So I don't hate that line either. I think they're the better team. It's just seeing whether or not they'll be able to actually play well tonight. Also, LA is coming home after a long road trip. This is their first game back. They have had a couple of days of rest since they came back from the road trip, but I think that this is a flat spot for the Kings tonight.
All right. Okay, so we are taking Arizona is the play here. Do we have a play on the over-under? Did I just miss it?
I didn't say anything about it. I like the over in this matchup. Both these teams can score decently well, and they're playing more open ice hockey right now.
All right. What do you think about this one, Cam? You got any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I agree with him. I think he's spot on. As long as the Coyotes, as long as Connor Garland plays, I know he's been out with a lower body injury, and he's a big deal for the team. Leader in points, leader in assists. He's game time, so I would imagine that means he's going to play. So I would lean and agree with him. Go Arizona, and I bet if I had to pick, I'd take the over here, as both teams push it towards 3 goals a game, and they both really try to give up 3 goals a game, it seems. So I would take the over here.
All right. I love it when we agree on things. Okay, so here's one just off the cuff. This one means that you guys know I'm from Houston. That's my team. I'm not super stoked on Houston. And you know what? The last time I was excited about Houston was when Harden left. Because, I feel like if you don't want to be here, then go the frick away. Go somewhere else. So I'm not mad that Harden is gone. But tonight he's coming back. So our friend in the very top, here it is. Hi, Raina. Said burning Harden jersey tonight in Houston. So
yeah,
fair enough.
There's some animosity, So I'll start with you, Cam. What are we thinking about the Rockets game tonight? I'll pull up the line real quick.
Yeah, I haven't looked. I don't know the line. There's a lot going on.
Here, I'll tell you. It is. Oh shit, sugar. Shoot. It's the Brooklyn Nets are -10 on the road. That opened at 6.5. Now it's all the way up to 10. The number was 227.5, and it dropped a half a point down. So is that line climbing up so high because everybody is thinking that this is Harden's revenge spot and this is more of a public play? Or is it just because?
Or because Houston sucks.
Yeah, or is it just because Houston sucks?
It's probably a little bit of all of that. You know, it's real convenient. The Rockets announced, I think it was yesterday, that they're going to retire Harden's jersey. I don't know if that was a ploy to try to get him to, you know, take it easy and not just massacre
annihilate
them. Yeah, massacre them. But, you know, no clue. But see, the Rockets, you know, they have, you know, Dante Exum, he's out. Daniel House, Eric Gordon, they're day-to-day. So, you know, the number's climbing. And but I really think this number is inflating because so many people like to say, oh, it's Harden's revenge tour, it's this and that, you know, whatever. But the Rockets are terrible. And, you know, I know you just said you're from Houston, and I'm really sorry to say it like that, but the Rockets are terrible. And they've lost 12, 13 games in a row, and most of them aren't close. I don't usually do this. I don't usually take big numbers, but that's tough. You know, Houston's going to want to show that they're better without them.
Without him, yeah.
You know, it may be a pride thing. This would be a game that I myself wouldn't touch. If I was going to do something, I'd probably look at the total. But as it says right there, you know, anything can happen. Houston may win. You know, they may come out firing. Houston +10. That's a lot of points. You know, that's tough. That's tough not to take. You know, it looks okay. If it were to go up a little bit, I'd probably for sure be on Houston.
I'm with you on just staying off of it. It looks dirty to me. Like the whole thing kind of looks dirty. Tim Earle is saying that Rockets +430. Now
that's a little too much there, Tim.
You're speaking my language.
Yeah, you know, plus money, honey, but that's a lot. You know, +430. Yeah. You know,
I don't believe for 1 second that the Rockets win this game.
That's saying they maybe beat them once out of 10, 12 games. I mean,
yeah, you know,
I don't hate that.
Even with juice plays like that, you know, +280, +290. You know, a team that's +6, +6.5. You know, maybe. You know, that's 2 possessions, but 10.
I mean, I take that in college all the time. Those +200s. Yeah. I love 2 +200s in college.
Yeah, but
I do too, especially in play. Like, give me a first half. Give me a +420. Give me a plus. Hop on board, baby. It's the first half. Let's do this. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. But that's just, you know, 10 points, no matter what. That's 4 possessions. At the very best, it's 4 possessions. Yeah, you know, this is a game I wouldn't bother, but you know, and I know she said she was gonna burn his jersey. She gonna burn the Houston jersey or the Brooklyn jersey? You know, which one are we burning?
The Houston.
I'm burning the Houston jersey because I never need to wear this again. Right. Yeah, that's just it.
It's just
I never need to wear that again.
I don't know. That's just a tough line, and it's just something I probably wouldn't mess with. +430 is a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Also thinking about this game, I think if you wanted to bet Brooklyn, it's a little far out of reach right now, especially when you could have gone to +6 or -6.5 earlier in the day. If you want to attack the game, I think an interesting way you can go at it is looking at a James Harden prop bet. I don't know what the number is for it, but you can maybe bet the over in points for that revenge spot. That could be a possibility.
If you could get a
Tim Earle, get on it right now. Tim, give us what's a Harden prop. Yeah, go Tim, go.
If you could get a
Harden, give us what's the Harden prop.
If you could get a Harden point assist ratio, I would look into that. Much like how we just talked about the individual team totals. Yeah, if you could get something like that, because I would imagine it's going to be Harden point team total.
Well, yeah, because we all know Harden well enough. Like, he's not some classy guy who's gonna like waltz in and you know he's gonna wreck your shop. You know, he's gonna like pour sugar into your gas tank while he like kisses your mother. You know, like that's what kind of guy Harden is. Yeah, well, in my head he is anyway. It makes him a hell of a basketball player. Go ahead, you guys have to say
got
something.
it.
For points, if you want to bet the over-under on my book, it's 29.5 for Harden. I think the over looks pretty good in that. For points,
Yeah.
rebounds, and
What's the
assists,
juice on that over?
minus 114.
Okay, so that's not bad.
For points, rebounds, and assists, over-under, the over is minus 111. It's 49.5 for that.
And that's all combined, the points, the rebounds,
Points,
and the
rebounds, and
assists.
assists, 49.5. I think he can do that just in points tonight, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think
Get
the
Katie
game,
Barrett. Look at Katie Barrett coming in hot from New Zealand.
that's what
Get
I'm
it.
talking about. Thank you, Katie. The points, I like the points. I do like the points. If we could get the points, rebounds, and assists at 43, 44, I'd probably take that. But he's thinking like a 40 and 15 type game, which is very possible. But out of all those, 29.5, he may have 25 in the first half.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
I just put a small bet on that as well. So I just did that right now.
Although, but like with our handicapping brains on, he is going to probably be the one that's like most hardcore defended, wouldn't you say, or no?
No,
No,
he's James
Okay.
Harden.
I'm just throwing things. I'm seeing what sticks on the wall.
And see, like Eric Gordon, he's day to day. Daniel House is day to day. Who's going to guard him? Honestly, like who's going to guard him? John Wall's not going to guard him.
No,
John Wall's
he's not.
he's just. I mean, and nothing against John Wall. John Wall's just not going to guard him.
My brother.
The only one I can get is points,
plus
rebounds, assists.
Yeah, the triple double for 160.
Plus 160 for a triple
That's-
double. I don't hate that. You're
I
getting
don't
nice
either.
plus money for it.
I don't either, but
And
I really. What'd you say? The over his 114 for the 29.5. Is that what you said?
It's minus 114.
See, I just
took it. I think he easily gets 30 tonight.
I didn't get it.
I think he may take 40 shots, But see, well, he may try to take 40 shots, but he may take 20 free throws because I would imagine the Rockets are going to try to really get up in him. I think PJ Tucker is going to try to guard him. And they're friends.
Huh.
I think PJ Tucker, just out of a pride thing, may come out some. They were up and down. They were together. They were friends for so long. There were so many pictures showed them coming in together. They bought the same truck. They're friends. So I think just out of a pride thing, and because PJ Tucker, he didn't get his contract. He wanted his big contract. I think PJ Tucker is going to try to use this as, look what I can do. He's an MVP candidate again. He's leading a team that is smoking, that is just going to get better. If Katie and Kyrie were going to be on the court, 29.5, that's iffy.
Yeah.
Then I'd probably look for like 14 or 15 assists. But I think James Harden is going to be looking for buckets, and we know for a fact he knows the building. He knows what the temperature is going to be. He knows where the wind comes from. He knows where the noise is. He knows all of it. We know he's gonna score the ball. 30 ball, I don't think is an issue.
He's gonna
like
go out and give a nice middle finger to the Houston Rockets tonight.
Yeah,
and he's gonna drop 50 on them.
Yeah, the beard is back, and
the beard is back.
Yeah, the beard is back.
Here's one of our buddies from the Morningwood chat. D Nice is here. He's asking about the Jazz at the 76ers. It's Jazz minus 3.5. I remember this being Jazz 1.5, although here it shows my open at 2. And then that total went from 226.5 to a 230. So what are we feeling about the Jazz at the Sixers tonight?
Listed.
Kyrie is in.
Kyrie's what?
Kyrie's in.
Oh, he's playing tonight?
He's in, yeah.
Just
throwing that out there.
Did you get that from DraftKings, Tim?
Well, that might entice you for the
points,
double,
rebounds, assists.
Yeah, that might because
Kyrie now those assists can come from Kyrie.
Okay, because that's the only one I could get on in my thing, so that makes me feel better. I'm gonna check with you guys before I make this bet, but I want to follow this. I want to get in on player prop action.
I'm not trying to ignore here the question on the Sixers, but the player props is actually very lucrative in the NFL as well. I'll tell you about
Okay.
that. I'll tell
Hockey
you
as
about that.
well.
Hockey, yeah, like it's just,
I'm surprised I don't do it enough because
too.
shot props are really profitable to a lot of people, and I just haven't gotten into it yet, which I'm surprised because for the first year of hockey, I only played DraftKings, so I know who shoots the puck, and I can easily read game logs like that. Like Connor Garland, you mentioned him earlier, he was a money machine shooting the puck. So, I mean, player props with shots on goal. Max
Right.
Pacioretty is another one where you can easily make some good money on players like that actually like shoot the puck.
Right.
So I have another question because Kyrie's points assists is 33.5. Oh, but it's only points and assists. It's not rebounds. So he's not a reboundy guy. So okay.
Yeah. See, that's why I said a minute ago, I wish Harden had that. If we could get a points and assist for Harden, that would be one. And I agree with the New Orleans Chicago over. But to go back to Utah, not Utah and 76ers, not trying to ignore him.
No.
The Jazz, they just lost a terrible game to the Pelicans, and they had come all the way back, and they blew it. There's no injuries for either right now. The total is a lot, but to me, the total looks good. But the fact that it's ballooned up, what'd you say, 4 points, 5 points?
Yeah.
5 points. That's from the open to now.
26 to 31. Yeah.
That's
value on the under.
Yeah, it's value on the under. But if I had to pick here, I think people are starting to down talk on the Jazz. And I think the Jazz are going to want to win this game to show, they're still for real. 27-8 are the Jazz, 23-12 are the Sixers. Both are great elite teams. I'm not saying Rudy Gobert can stop Embiid, but that's a big body in front of you. I think he can at least alter. I think he can at least alter him enough. Who do the Sixers have for Donovan Mitchell? Who?
Simmons.
Tim who? Tim Earle.
You said who would guard? You said Simmons.
Simmons. I don't follow NBA that much.
Yeah, I know, but
Shake Milton,
Shake, but Shake will foul out. Ben's too slow. But the biggest thing here is it's just tough, and I don't know. I would say if I could have got the total at 26, maybe, because 116, 114 is other team averages. The Jazz have had a lot of points. This is a game I probably wouldn't touch. I see him saying in the chat he likes some plus 3.5. So if you're going to take a plus 3.5, I'd sprinkle again. This is a game. If you're going to take plus 3.5, this is a game that I probably wouldn't touch, because it's in Philadelphia. So the Jazz, the Jazz are on the road. The Jazz are moving. So, but this is a game I probably wouldn't touch. It'd probably be another game, not to beat the dead horse. Look for a good player prop. Look for something with Embiid. Look for something with Donovan.
Rudy Gobert.
Or Gobert.
Did this.
What about Rudy Gobert rebounds?
What's his season average? It's something up.
I was saying that for player props. I'll look at what the number is, but I was gonna see.
I could tell you, Rudy. I could tell you, and really, by memory, and I can show you my hands that I'm not looking. Rudy's a 14 and 13 a night guy. He's a 14.13 rebound a night guy. So, if you could catch Rudy, they're not going to give it to you at 26. They're not going to give it. If you could catch Rudy, 29 maybe. But what
about for rebounds? You said
what's the average?
Yeah. For rebounds?
He's a 14 and 13 guy. He's a 14.13 rebound per game guy.
Okay, then they got him priced right here. On my book, they have it minus 102 to the over, minus 127 to the under, 12.5 rebounds.
That's close. But see, these are the type of games that Embiid takes really personal. Because he wants very much so to be the best big in the league. And I'm not saying Rudy Gobert is the best big in the league, but Rudy just signed a $200 million contract. So, you know, these are the games Embiid is going to want to, you know, bust him up in an effort to show I'm the man, you know, and it's in Philly.
Well,
even though none of these two are the best big in the league, we know that the best big in the league calls us home in Denver. It's Nikola Jokic, but regardless,
he's a fat, unathletic, slow guy that will give you buckets. Yeah, but
well, I did this free pick with I think Craig Trapp last night, and he made the point that you know, the Philly's the best team in the East. And why are they a dog at home against a team that's been on the road that's basically just a huge betting favorite for the public, well, and everybody else, because we've all been cashing on them. But at the end of the day, the line looks really fishy. I mean, if you're the Sixers, and Tim kind of said this also, that like it's not going to be a pretty game, but he would lean the Sixers. I mean, I get what you guys are saying with player matchups, but this was kind of just Craig Trapp's free pick business that, you know, talking about the 76ers here, and like you were saying, having a chip on your shoulder, like they're grown adults. They know what the line is. I feel like they do. I don't think they want to be the dog in their own home court against this team that everybody's, you know, high as a kite over. So I would lean 76ers here and take some points with a home dog. That's just me.
Yeah, you're talking about the home team. This is the Sixers' 4th consecutive home game. So, you know, they've been at the house. This is the Jazz. This is their 4th consecutive on the road. They were in Miami, then they went to Orlando, then they went to New Orleans, and now they're in Philly. You know, fans or no fans.
That's a big climate change too.
You know,
I mean, that's a lot of like heat and humidity, and now you're in Philly. You know?
You know, they started.
And how far do they have to go out on this road trip as well? Is the question. Are they done after this game, or do they have more?
Yeah, is it a getaway day?
Yeah, let me.
Either that or fade them when they get home on their first day. Especially a West Coast team like that.
Yep. No. See, and then they go back to Houston. But you talking about the fade. The All-Star break's coming. So everybody's going.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, everybody's going to get some rest in regards to that. That's why LeBron is out to the 12th, and people are, you know, oh my God, he's out for so long. Yeah, but
what's that? 2 games?
He's 97 years old. Yeah, he's 97, and
he's still the best player in the world.
But there's also
gross.
There's also no games.
No, he's not. Yeah.
There's also no games. So, you know, I could be out for a month, but if there's no games, who cares? You know, it sounds inflated. Oh my God, he's out to the 12th. There's no games.
It's the All-Star break, yeah.
Yeah, like I think tomorrow. I think there's going to be games tomorrow, and then they're done. They may be done tonight. I don't know. I haven't looked. It's coming though, you know, because the All-Star game is coming.
I can look.
Yeah, like I don't know when the season pauses. But what I was going to say is
it's tomorrow, Thursday, March 4th, and then they don't play till Sunday, March 7th. And then Wednesday, March 10th. Oh, that was the LeBron thing. That was All-Star. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so
the All-Star game's on Sunday.
Yeah, so you know, there's a break anyway. You know, like if he was out to the 12th and they had 6 games, then it's you know, a fiasco. Then it's chaos. But
is he coming back on the 12th, or is he going to be out on the 12th?
It says that he is out to the 12th. He's going to play Sunday. He's going to play in the All-Star game.
I was going to say that he's only missing
11th,
tonight. Well,
the Lakers don't play on the 11th. They're not on the schedule. They don't play on the 10th. So, I mean, that could have something to do with it too. It's not that he's out. They just don't have a game those days either, you know.
It says he's out to the 12th, which means, hey.
And they play the 12th.
We don't play till the 12th, so he ain't playing.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the Lakers aren't going to play tomorrow too, because you know that'd be 3 consecutive days. I don't think they're going to play tomorrow.
They're off tomorrow, I believe.
They played last night. They're playing tonight, and then you know they got a week. So yeah, you know it sounds inflated. You know, when you don't have to go to work for a week, when you're off from work for a week, it's different.
Take a break. Take a long weekend.
But when work is closed, it's not the same.
Yeah.
So.
Right. That makes sense. All right, guys. Well, we do need to start wrapping this up. It's only like a 15-20 minute show. We've already done a half an hour.
Hey, it's fun when you have conversations like that.
Yeah, that's just it. That is just it. Real quick, will the Toronto game go under? You have it going under. Wait,
which
Raptors
Toronto
or
game?
Maple Leafs? The Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs.
Nick
yes.
has them going under. The Raptors, do they play tonight? Hold on, now I'm looking for that. Need to be thorough. I try to be thorough, you know.
The Raptors play the Pistons tonight. It's 2:11.
It's 2:11.5. That started at 2:15 and went down to 2:11.5.
Yeah, but
so it's moving under.
Yeah, but Frank Jackson, Josh Jackson, and Jeremy Grant, they're day-to-day for the Pistons. So no telling if they're going to play. But Malachi Flynn, Patrick McCall, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, and Pascal Siakam for the Raptors are all out.
Man, they're missing.
Those are my guys. Malachi Flynn, I do stats for UNLV in the Mountain West. So Malachi Flynn, I saw play many times for SDSU, and then Pat McCaw came from UNLV and left early. Real quick, I'm going to ask you guys just any game tonight. Cam, what is your best bet tonight? Just any sport, any game. What's your best? What do you feel is your best bet tonight?
My best.
And then
one
Nick, I'm going to
tonight-
ask you.
My best one tonight. Let me see what all I have, so I can say the right thing, because I don't want to say a game and it be wrong. I'm gonna take Maryland on the road.
Maryland -4.
Yeah, they're playing Northwestern. You know, Northwestern has been awful.
That's our Dookie.
Maryland.
Chris Collins.
Yeah, I know it's not his fault. It's not his fault. There's a lot. We have a lot of Dookies, but and the Dookies.
Yeah, we do.
The Dookies as a whole, like the actual ones, they're also doing bad.
Not so good. Yeah, Maryland -4 was a really popular pick on the Morningwood show today. So I know a lot of people are on Maryland.
Really?
Yeah, see, I don't like Maryland, so I lay off of all their games just because I don't like them personally.
The biggest thing with me is Maryland is an 8 seed right now. You know, when you're an 8 seed, you're right there in the middle of the pack. Anything less, and you're going to see the 1s, the 2s, the 3s sooner.
Right.
But see, if they can win and even get to a 7, then they may see an 11 in the second round, a 12 in the second round. You'll get a chance to play somebody worse. As opposed
you'll have an easier path,
right, as opposed to being a number 8, you may play
Rutgers
in the first round, but because you're an 8, you're a little bit lower, and then you see Michigan in the second round.
Oh, then you see Gonzaga in the first round, or you see
So,
Baylor. Ooh, no, thank you.
Yeah, you see, you talk about Baylor. They just finally got beat, and then big time win. Last night, great game last night. I was actually fortunately on the correct side of that one, but it's just Maryland. Maryland was the first game that I jumped on last night. I know you said you're on the other side.
Yeah, my number is just like Northwestern a little bit. I don't know what it is. Just
my issue with Northwestern is they're 1-9 against the spread over their last 10 games.
Yeah, they're just coming off a win though, which I cashed also on I think it was a plus 180 that night against Minnesota. I had him at
Yeah.
Maryland does score a little bit less than Northwestern.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I feel like Northwestern was one of those teams that they were beat down by their schedule in the beginning of the year. Like they were playing Illinois, and they played. I'm trying to remember all the teams they played. They played like all the top 10 teams in their conference within like 5 games, and then all of a sudden their season went from promising. They were ranked, I think, 23 or 25 at one point, to all of a sudden, crap, we're 1-5, and this is not looking pretty. So, I mean, I feel like their season was destroyed by their schedule, which they just played better teams and they kept losing. So, I think now that they got a win, they may get another one. I don't know. It's a small bet for me. It's nothing huge.
Well, I lost my first bet of the day. I had Clemson on the money line. I just checked.
Syracuse won that game?
By 30.
By 10.
Oh, by 10.
Whoa, go Cuse.
Everybody was against me today in Morningwood. Like, everybody was on Syracuse. I'm like, Chip Chirimbus gave me this play, and I'm taking it, and I did. And
yeah, I didn't bet it, but I grew up in New York. My grandparents are Syracuse people, so I grew up with Syracuse as one of my teams. So that's
I
just
love
cool to
Syracuse.
see.
That's my friend who just passed that I used to always go to the
Yeah.
Final Fours with was a big Syracuse guy. And it was like he passed and then the next Duke game was Duke
Was
Syracuse last
Syracuse,
week.
and
And I was
they got
like,
absolutely
really?
blown
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, I root Syracuse, so don't get me wrong. But I thought they might be in a letdown spot. And
Mhm.
yeah, Wilson.
They're Syracuse
Wilson
is
had that
second.
under. I
Well, yeah,
called that.
Syracuse is a very good defensive team.
Yeah,
That
and so
zone
is
is
Clemson. Like,
so good.
yeah,
Like
that
that's
had
not your
under written all
YMCA
over it.
zone defense. Like I want to stand around and do nothing. This is serious good defense. Syracuse and Jim Boeheim
Well,
brings out.
Yeah, but, that's Boeheim. That's what he does. But I think
Yeah.
Syracuse is the second 4 out.
Yeah, I think they're going to need to win a few more games in order to be really considered for the bracket. I think they need to get past probably the first 2 rounds, which I don't know who they'll play. So, I mean, probably they'll have to beat a team like Boston College and like an NC State or something along those lines,
They can
which
win both
is
those
possible. Those are very winnable games. I think they might need to
Go Hughes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, and Hughes was that team that, remember, they couldn't be in the dance for a while. And I remember the first year of it, it was like so weird to see brackets without Syracuse in there.
Yeah,
It didn't make any sense,
And then I remember that year they were the 10 seed and made the Final Four. That was awesome.
Yeah, I cashed on them against UNC plus 125 in the game before this one. So
yeah, they look good.
Yeah, they ain't doing bad. Okay,
so terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
they were terrible.
Well, they did.
UNC is another sneaky team that could potentially make the bracket. I think as like an 11-12 seed and pull off a first round upset versus a Wisconsin or a team like that. I don't know. They just seem like one of those sneaky
first
teams.
First round upset, yes. But I don't think they're going to go.
They're
deep.
not getting
I don't
past
see
the
the
second
Tar
round,
Heels
no.
going deep. Yeah.
Right now they're in though. I do believe.
I think they're like an 11 or 12 seed. They're not looking good though. They need a win against Duke.
The way I understood it was that they were out and then they beat Marquette and that got them in. And then if they lost to Syracuse, that they would have been out again. So I don't know for sure, but that was how I kind of understood the breakdown. So because they lost, cashed on the Wagner game. Get it, Cody. Get it. We got two.
My college stuff doesn't start till I think 8. So
I know I got more action than I would like to admit today. There's a lot of stuff that I liked. So I'm on Oregon State. I'm on UConn. I was on Clemson. Okay, so Nick, what's your best bet for the day? UConn's already losing. Oh, we're gonna have that kind of day, huh? Gambling gods, we're gonna have that kind of day.
We're just gonna do it. Before we move on, North Carolina. North Carolina is currently a 10 seed. I just looked at the bracketology.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And they have
so
Boise State, and they have Boise State as the first team out. So they're the bubble. Yeah, somehow
it's the conference.
Yeah, Drake, it's the strength of schedule.
Drake is last 4 in, and they've run over everybody.
But that's conference.
Well, they're going to win their conference championship.
Who do they play?
Probably.
Yeah, but who do they play? Well, Loyola Chicago is in that conference, and they're number 22 in the damn country. Well, they were.
See, I think that could be a situation like we saw a couple years ago with Murray State and Belmont with John Morant on that Murray State team where Murray State won the conference championship and Belmont got in on an at large. I think that can happen this year as well.
But see, Murray State was in because John Morant was money. People were going to pay to see him play. There's nobody like that plays for Drake.
Yeah. But but I see what you're saying, Nick, that like they could still both go. Like I could see,
absolutely.
Loyola Chicago's already in, and then Drake wins the conference, and now they've got 2 bids, and there they go. Okay, we got to wrap it up because we're going on 40. I got a total chaos at 6, guys. I'm busy. This is only my second show of the day. I got more coming along. All right. So Nick, what is your best bet for the day?
I'm gonna go with Edmonton. I think they get the revenge spot against Toronto tonight. They've burned me the last 2 nights. I think Mike Smith finally cracks down and they get the win tonight. All
right. So Edmonton, Maryland, and don't listen to me because I'm already failing at life over here. So in my little rectangle is just a rectangle of suck. Okay.
Didn't you say you went undefeated last night or something?
Yeah, I was 3-0 straight up last night, and then I lost one little teaser, but I was 3-0 on my straight bets. So I had Old Miss and Oakland and the Wright State over, I think is what it all was.
I'm a big fan.
Erica Taylor likes the Blues. She's quite the hockey lady. All right, guys, I am going to roll out. Thank y'all so much for joining us. Don't forget, you can pick up Cam Ross's premium picks over at picksandparlays.net. We do have a promo code for you. I'm going to put it on the screen because I should have had it there earlier. It's March. So type in March at picksandparlays.net. It'll save you 20% off the entire site. And then don't forget, check out Earle Sports Bets. You can do it on Twitter, or you can type Earle Sports Bets into your YouTube and subscribe to their channel. They've got a lot of great content over at their site as well. All right. Hey, Chanel.
Go
All right.
Oilers.
Bye, Wilson. Thank you, too. See you later, Tim. Bye, Daniel, Cody, Steve. I'll see you guys at 9 p.m. Eastern for Total Chaos NBA with Sean Higgs and Craig Trapp. Should be a good one. All right, y'all. See ya.
See you guys. Good luck, everybody.